to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars, crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah, I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming?
And welcome everyone to the Man Cave. My name is Paul Knapp, and I will be your host for tonight's show. This is season number 1, episode number 11, and waiting in the green room is our new friend, Mr. Patrick Grain. You probably know Patrick Grain if you follow any of the 1/32nd scale collectors groups on Facebook. And he is a big-time toy builder as well as photographer as well as collector. So we're looking forward to getting a little tour of his room tonight. But before we get started, I want to introduce my fellow panel members of this evening. And let's start it off in Michigan. Mr. Sig 20 himself.
Greetings and salutations.
AC Armstrong. You always cut me off right when I'm about to introduce you, man.
Hey,
I would think after 3 years you would have this down by now.
Movie stars do not need introductions. I'm sorry. Just you know, okay. I'm just gonna go by Sig, okay, from now on.
Sig.
Just like,
all right,
like
Sig.
Elvis, Elvira,
okay.
Dolly, okay.
Well, all right, Sig. Well, from you, we're gonna jump to Canada right now, Sig, and we're gonna introduce this guy. What's up, John? How's it going, brother?
How's it going? Happy Tuesday. Happy Toy Soldier Tuesday.
TST, Toy Soldier Tuesday. And finally, my Monday night guy and my Tuesday night guy, Mr. Rick Bradshaw.
What's up, everybody? Stacy, you need to go by Padre now.
There you go.
After last night's video, yeah.
Yeah, that's your new moniker, dude.
Yep.
Who
wants to take charge and say hi in the chat room tonight?
I would get all the regulars.
Yep.
Barb and Moondoggy, Big Boss Jack, Ronald McDonald.
Moondoggy was our guest last night. It's nice to see him.
Oh, Stacy's in the chat.
Yeah, I'm in 2 places at once. Yes, sir. I want to sign in as Padre. That's what I'm going to start doing now.
Yeah, Padre. You can
throw Dr. Evil down for me. So
you need to do a whole Facebook page, the Padre.
I should. Yeah, I should.
Yeah,
I really should. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, are we going to go around the room and say what's new in your zoo, or should I just talk to me and John since you guys don't do 1:30?
Oh, you got a new viewer. You got Michelle tonight.
Michelle was here last night. We got to see if Michelle's legit. She was texting in.
Yeah.
On the Monday night show?
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't see it. Okay.
Doesn't text much. Puts little smiley faces and little hearts and little.
Oh.
Yeah. I figured it was your girlfriend there, Sig 20, but
no, sir. No, sir.
See, look, little hearts and little.
Yeah, no. Her name is Amy.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, John, I'm going to go to you first. What's new in your zoo since we talked last week? Anything new coming to mail? Working on any new projects?
I got something in the mail yesterday. So there's for those familiar with the Britain's detail or super detail of the 132, with a steel base, like they kind of look like this.
Yep, metal base.
So these guys, this particular guys are there's Argentina company DSG that makes all the recast and everything like that. Or the only difference, the base is plastic. So they and there's a particular seller, Montecito off eBay, which I've bought from before. A lot of these sets, usually 6-7 figure sets. It's a German Panzer crew usually. They kind of, I have a few here. They kind of look like this and painted in different colors. They're a different uniform color. So you have these guys are the Africa Corps, and these guys are they're wearing the green jacket. I don't know if you guys can see them actually this way. There you go.
There you go.
I had bought a few, and then I realized I saw one. They just scrolling out of the blue a couple of weeks ago, and he had what he said was like they weren't the Opel Blitzes, but they were kind of similar, probably more later model, probably American models, but they actually look pretty cool. So you have kind of like this. They're a little bigger than the 132, for example, the Deuce and a Halves. They're more like I guess the M939 US trucks, I guess. But you could, if you want to play around and just have some extra trucks, for like and I have this and that. And there was a medical one too, with medical, the red cross on the side, and and the good thing about the top, the canvas comes off, so you just put all your equipment or put your soldiers here. Again, they're not the.
How's it look next to your Britain's guy there?
Oh, yeah, they're like this. So they're like it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Not too bad.
They're bigger than the Timmy.
Yeah, it's probably closer to 54 millimeter, right?
Yeah. Actually, maybe even. Yeah, well, the soldiers are 54. They're true 132. But not exactly. But I figure, actually, the company that makes the trucks is probably a South American toy company called Alni, ALNI. So never heard of them before, but I figure they could probably fit somewhere in the background with a lot of accessories around it. I mean, if Hollywood can do a Battle of the Bulge movies and replace German tanks, Tigers with Pattons.
Yep.
I figure I can do it too.
They did that in all the movies, didn't they?
Yeah, well, I just didn't have,
That's funny. All right, brother. Rick, what you got? You got to have something new for us, brother.
I got something, yeah. Just a couple things. So not World War II, but I have a little. Let's see if I can get her up here. A Greek soldier, a woman,
female Spartan there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What scale is that?
118.
That's not an army man size.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Really nice.
This
He
is
doesn't
made
have
by
1/6 on Mondays, and he doesn't have 1/32 on Tuesdays. So
Listen, you invited me.
Who's the manufacturer?
So this is made by Boss Fight Studio.
Okay.
This was one of their earlier figures. They make some pretty cool stuff. They make Romans, all superheroes, different things. And the company's actually right down in Massachusetts.
Okay.
So pretty neat.
Wow.
Very nice.
But here we go. I don't know if I can get this on screen, and forgive me, but I'm gonna make noises when this comes up.
Hey, that'd be like the Plastic General right there. He makes that kind of noise.
P40 Warhawk.
P40 Warhawk. Yep.
Wow, dude, that's a cool one. Is that a model? Or is that?
These were produced. Well, this particular one was produced by Motorworks.
Okay.
Again, I believe after 21st Century went under.
Oh, okay.
Well, you know what? This was actually made in 2003, and I think 21st Century went under in 2008. So, but I think they share the same molds. I'm not sure. But this has the same problems as 21st Century goes, where, these things are pretty old now, and the plastic, the plastic is fragile. So,
wow, he even actually has his airspeed control on the tip of the wing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the landing gear will come down.
That was okay. Nice.
And I've had it down and up, and I leave it up now because I don't want to break it. Because if it breaks, then I'm going to have to just glue it up, and it'll never move.
Does it kind of grab a little bit as it comes down?
Yeah, it doesn't move real,
Yeah.
real good.
Yeah, what a
But
shame.
nice model.
Yeah.
Got a sliding canopy.
Slides,
Yeah, that's very
Does
cool.
he come out?
Yep, the pilot comes out.
Nice.
Not sure if this is the original pilot. I can't remember. I did
Yeah.
get this in the box at the flea market. The box was trashed, so that's why I took it out and put it together. And it's really just a matter of putting the wings on it. That's about it. It's all. Don't have to do anything else.
Jeff from the Skunk Works wants to know if that's Miss 21st Century painted on the side of the. Who is it? What does it say?
I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah.
Guy does pretty good. He's got some kills there.
Yeah, he got some zeros on there. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got this flying tiger. Yeah. Very good sound effects.
I will tell you, you cannot pick this up without making airplane.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
yes.
heck yeah, man.
You really-
It just happens. All right, there you go. That's all.
All right, Stacy, what you got new?
Okay, I have Rick's favorite
1/6 scale flying rescue.
Oh, look at that.
Pulling some GI Joes tonight, huh?
Yeah,
That's my
I brought
favorite.
him out. I've had him for a long time.
That's 3D printed. Or
No,
that's
That's original.
this was made by Hasbro.
Yeah.
wow.
Yep, it's just like the Flying Space Adventure, because that would be all white. This piece would be, and
Yeah.
You run your rope through here, and it will slide down.
Wow.
What a great set. This is a great set.
That's Flying Rescue. That's all you get with this is just this piece on that set.
And then, do you have the handle with the string?
I don't have the handle with the string, but I can get a repop, of course.
Yeah, those are hard to find. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Very expensive, but yeah. But everything else is all vintage on the Air Adventure, and
You see a Moondoggy's comment there?
What? Oh. Yeah. Yeah. That's all I have.
Very cool. Yeah. Hey, I don't have much except an
See,
announcement for next week. What?
Yeah, I'm going to say, and you didn't get blocked. You didn't get any issues.
Not last night. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
It would have happened.
It happens right away. Yeah.
Yes. So you didn't get any problem. So,
Neil Diamond's lawyers will be in touch.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll be paying. A lot.
That's why I showed you on the that way.
Well, as long as nobody complains, I think we're all right. So
Yeah.
hey, quick announcement.
Yeah.
In case we lose people at the end of the show here. My guest next week is Mr. Ken Syak. He is the owner and operator of LOD Enterprises,
Beautiful.
Toy Soldiers, and he bought Barzo several years ago. So he will be on the show next week. I locked him in. And Lance, who was on the show last week, has something for sale. And he sent me a couple pictures. So if anybody's interested, he said he doesn't do eBay. He'd rather sell to collectors. I'm just going to throw this up here real quick. He has a Zulu.
Oh, yeah.
One of the original Conte Zulu sets.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to let him tell you the price, but he's looking to, and it's got all the paperwork. I don't know if you guys can see that. All the original paperwork that came with it. So if anybody's interested, make sure you call Lance. He was on the show last week. He's also added additional Conte figures to this set that weren't, that didn't come with it. So it's beefed up a little bit, but he's not asking for any more money. I think they only made like 500 of those sets total, something like that. He said it is numbered, what set it was. So if anybody's interested, make sure you contact him, or if you're not friends with him, contact me, and I will hook you up with Lance. But we have somebody in the waiting room here. Hopefully he's still there and didn't hang up on us. This is Mr. Patrick Grain. How you doing tonight, sir?
Good. How are you guys?
Welcome.
We don't have a clap button, so we all have to clap for you. Sorry.
Thank you. Thank you.
One day I'm going to invest in a clap machine, and then we'll get it going. But
And then
hey,
Rick's
I'm glad
fired.
you finally making it on the show. I've seen you on all the Facebook pages and a lot of the pictures and stuff that you're showing. I'm glad to finally get you on the show. And you are in your man cave, I take it? Looks like
I am. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah. This is it.
for people that don't know you, maybe in the chat room, you want to give them just a little background. You don't have to tell them what you do for a living or anything like that, but just maybe how long you've been collecting, what you enjoy collecting, what scale, what era.
Yeah. Well, mostly I'm World War II. I've been into toy soldiers and trains basically pretty much my whole life. My dad was in World War II, so that kind of got me into it. I don't really collect the like the Marx play sets or anything like that. I do have play sets that I made. I'm sure you guys have seen the guy on eBay that sells the toys, the boxes.
Oh yeah, I got a bunch of his.
Yeah. So, and I got a few of those, and I put them together and everything in them. So, yeah, that's about it for play sets. But, I've been collecting a lot of toy soldiers. I got a little bit of everything. So.
Yep. What's your favorite scale? 132nd?
132nd, 130.
130? Okay.
130, 132nd.
And what about trains?
Compatible.
What scale on trains?
Well, my trains are 132nd, 130 scale.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. Basically, they're on, if anyone's familiar with it, they're on O gauge track, like Lionel track.
Yeah.
So that's what they're on. And I've scaled them to 130, 132nd.
Very cool.
Yeah. We'll show, when we do a room tour, I'll show you some of those. So
cool. Anything you're looking for right now? Any?
Oh gosh, I'm always looking for something. Yeah.
Any holy grail that you've always wanted and don't have?
Yeah, actually, there's a Conte play set, not a Conte play set, a Conte 3-figure set. I can't think of what it's called, but one of the figures in it's 3 figures, all World War II figures, but one of them has a Lewis gun. I don't know if anyone's familiar with the Lewis gun.
Yeah.
Basically, it's a World War I machine gun, but this World War II figure has it, and I really want that figure, and I've never been able to find it.
What set did that come out with?
It was a Conte set. Gosh, I can't think of what it's called.
I mean, he didn't do any World War. He didn't do any World War One sets.
No, he didn't do any World War One sets, but the gun is from a World War One.
Yeah.
So it's one of my holy grail sets if I could ever find it. I don't know if you guys can. I'm going to hold my phone up here.
Yep. There you
See
go. A little
that
closer.
right
Yeah, a little
there?
closer.
There you go.
Oh, the middle one or the first one?
The guy that would be, I guess, on the right.
Yeah, far left. Wow.
Or the far left. Yeah, with the
with the bipod on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I want that figure.
Okay.
So,
And that's not King and Country, right? It's definitely
no, it's Conte. It's Conte.
So it's plastic.
It's the metal Conte, right? Or
Yes, yeah, they're the metal figures.
Okay. So it's one of the ones that came out with one of his sets. Yeah.
Yeah, I really want that guy.
It looks the Pacific Theater, right? I mean,
no, I think he was Army, U.S. Army. I
Oh,
don't think he was in the Pacific. I think it's just a generic figure. You could probably use him anywhere.
yeah.
So
Wow.
in any campaign.
Well, I'm supposed to have Richard Conte on in a couple weeks, so we'll see. We might have to ask him personally.
Oh, I hope I don't make him mad.
He'll be like, "I never made that
I'll
figure.
show you why when we get there.
I never made that figure. What are you talking about?"
No, not that figure. His church.
Oh, the church. Yeah,
That's beautiful church he has too.
it's huge.
yeah, that's a holy grail for me.
Yeah. Well,
Along the
I
hedge.
love that church, but I wanted a complete church. Can I show you real quick?
Sure,
Yeah,
we can do your room tour right now. Yeah, flip your camera and
All right, I'm gonna
give us
flip
the
my
room tour,
camera.
man.
Okay, that camera. Here we go. All right,
All right.
so this is what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Oh wow.
So I made this because I wanted a complete church. I didn't want a destroyed church.
Ah,
So,
oh, that's beautiful. What are you
I
talking
don't know
about?
if you guys can see it, but
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's very clear.
Yep.
Really nice.
yeah. So I hope I don't make him mad. I'm not selling it or anything, so there's no whatever rules.
No, there's no rules.
Yeah. So anyway,
What did you use? Foam?
yeah, that's made out of foam board.
Okay.
Insulation board, I think you call it.
Okay.
So yeah,
Wow,
and
very
I
cool.
carved all the stones in it and stuff.
Just
Oh,
So
glued it together. Hot glued it.
well,
How
it comes
long-
apart.
Oh. Of course. Yeah.
It comes apart, so I can store it away if
Yeah.
it gets in the way.
Sure.
So
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah, all my buildings, I make out of foam board. A couple of them I bought though, like these ones I got from Hobby Bunker. Them 2 buildings.
Yeah.
So I painted those up. So
And do
actually, I
those
got
come
a
up?
third one up on the shelf.
Does that one come
What's
destroyed,
that?
or does that one come destroyed, or did you do that?
No, it comes that way, but I
Okay,
painted them up. So yeah.
very nice.
Oh, I see
Yeah.
you got the hedgerows in the back.
Oh yeah, the Conte hedgerows.
Oh my
And
God,
things
they're
are fantastic.
holy grail for me.
Yeah, if you can get them, oh my gosh, get them.
I almost did. I almost did this weekend. That I was in contact with a seller, Rich Egan, but a friend of mine beat me to it. Like
Oh yeah,
maybe
yeah.
like
You got to get them when they're there.
yeah.
And some of them, there's one on eBay right now. A guy wants like $250 for the corner
Woo,
piece.
for trees.
Oh yeah.
Like that's a little pricey for that.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, these two you see right here, I got lucky and I got a guy who didn't know what he had at a train show, and I got him for $5 each.
Oh my God.
That's a steal.
Yeah, he had no idea what he had.
So where's the church on the left there? Is that a model or is that?
No, I built that too. That's St. Mary Glees
Wow, dude.
on D-Day. That's
Now,
made
how'd
out
you
of
get the
foam board.
how'd you get the parachutes on the? Are they?
They're glued on there.
Yeah, but I mean, are they paper or are they?
Yeah,
cloth?
they're just tissue paper.
And you just glued it.
Yep.
Very cool.
That's of course John Steele hanging there. But,
Yeah.
So that is one of the Conte. I don't know. He had a couple resin figures he included with kits.
Yep.
And that particular figure was one of them. And a friend of mine a few years ago printed me some extra ones. So I've got like 3 or 4 of them figures. And I messed around with them. I don't know if you can see, but I bent his leg up behind him. There it is. So, but yeah, it came out pretty good. There's another shoot there.
Yeah.
So
now does this diorama stay up all the time, or you just rotate?
No. That's one of the things I love doing. I just love setting up big scenes and with a lot of little things going on in between them.
Sure. Yeah.
So I mean,
So what about those Sherman tanks? They're 21st century, or is that?
No, them particular Shermans are the New Britain Shermans that they came out with.
Okay.
They're 1/30th scale.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a bunch of the other ones up on the shelf here. We'll get to. So just do a lot of different things.
That looks like a kit house there on the left, or is that something you made too?
No, I made that too. That's the Gondry Cafe from Pegasus Bridge.
Okay.
You can't. I got it backwards though. You can't really see. There it is. There's everything on it.
Oh, okay.
It's just made out of foam board.
Wow, dude, you do good work, man, just with foam board.
Yeah. I have a lot of fun with it. So.
And you make those all like magnetized so you can take them apart, or you
No, they're one piece, but they're not glued down or nothing, so
right.
move them when I want to. So yeah.
So this is taking place in St. Mary Glees, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, you're trying.
There, yeah.
Yeah.
But I just I like to set up a lot of figures, a lot of things happening at once.
Yeah.
So.
That's great to look at. You just
All
gaze for hours.
There's a bridge
I know,
too far.
right? This is my Bridget Remagen.
Yes, definitely. That's what it looks like. Yeah.
Yeah. So and again the trestles and things, them are all foam.
Oh wow.
The towers are foam. So I'm actually going to start working on them towers again and making them a little more detailed. So
Wow.
yeah.
Great.
When I had this in my other train room, it was 10 feet long. It was really long. It was really cool. And I had a river under it with barges and stuff in it.
Yeah.
But up here, in my other room here, had to shorten it a few feet.
So before you go any further, Patrick, how
Yes.
the room that you're in right now, what's the square footage? Would you say?
I think this room is about 12 by 12.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 12 by 12. So, all right, up here, and we get a little higher here. PT boats, submarines. Them are, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Lindbergh.
Yeah.
Them are 32nd scale PT boats. I can't really get a good detailed picture of them because it's kind of dark up there, but I really did a lot of detail work on them. Added a lot of stuff to them.
Somebody had a question on Facebook today when they saw your video and saw that PT boat, want to know if they still made that. And I said, I don't know. I'd have to ask you tonight.
No, they don't make them anymore. You can find them occasionally on eBay or wherever. They'll come up eventually. There's probably a couple on there right now. So, and they're pretty outrageously priced too. So,
yeah,
2 was my limit. There are a
some
lot
submarines.
of work.
Yeah, I like the subs.
U-boat submarines.
Yeah, I like the U-boats. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 135th U-boat. I can't think of who makes that. Bronco Models, I think maybe.
The dark gray one.
Yeah, and the big one in the back.
Yeah.
So, and them are little 135th scale subs that go along with it.
Huh. So all the paratroopers hanging down, are they all the same figure?
No, they're all different. Well, I do have a couple that are double because I have like 2 sets of the U.S. Airborne from King and Country hanging there.
Okay.
But the rest of them are all Conte and Battleground and some resin figures. I don't know if you can see that guy, but he's a resin figure.
Where are you getting the parachutes from and the string?
Well, a couple of the parachutes you can buy them on Spira. They'll print you up some parachutes.
Oh, okay. All right, Spira.
Yeah, and the King and Country comes with the chutes.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I like the original Marks ones, but you can never find string. You have to string them yourself or something, man.
Yeah. Okay. See that parachute bundle right there? That's a Marks parachute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I added the strings to it, which is a lot of work, by the way. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Putting them stupid strings on. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So all right.
Joe Baker's in the room. Thanks for joining us tonight, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
So, Joe says he has that Lewis gunner for you.
Yeah.
No kidding.
He said he has 3 of them, and he might have an extra one. Yeah.
All right. Hey, Joe. I'll be contacting him later. So that's my Dora. That's scratch built.
Wow.
I built it out of wood. That took me like 8 months to get that far.
Wow.
And, it still really isn't done, but it's as done as it's going to get right now because I'm tired of working on it. So,
scratch built?
Yeah, it's scratch built out of wood.
132nd scale too, huh?
Yeah, 132. That's a Mars figure, 132nd Mars, right next to him there, a little paratrooper. So
would that actually roll on your track if you?
It does roll back and forth. Yeah, it doesn't make curves.
Oh, it does?
It goes straight.
Oh, yeah.
The barrel does elevate. So,
man,
cool. It's big.
Yeah.
There's a few more things over there. There's a mouse. That's 1/32nd scale. On a mouse on the flat car. If you guys never seen the flat car, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't really see it behind it, but there's that Thor heavy mortar, German World War II mortar. Yeah, too bad. I can't really move that thing right now.
You're good, man.
And then there's my K5 behind that, which they all do roll, and they do. I can run them on this train track.
Oh.
So, and there's the box cars and stuff. Still, some of them I'm working on. Need to be finished painting. So
mostly German.
Well, it's they're more American box cars, but it's hard to get. Like Markland, I don't know if you ever heard of Markland. Yeah. They make a 1/32nd scale. I think they call it their number 1 scale, and they make actual European. Yeah, they're pricey too, so I'll stick with. So, and I have to convert them to run on these tracks because they're actually supposed to be G scale, but they're smaller than G scale.
Yeah.
So the box cars are. So I like to get them, and they're generally pretty cheap on eBay, and they're easy to convert and paint.
Oh.
Where are we going here? Sorry, got to move my chair out of the way. All right. So that's a horse, a glider that I right there in 1/32nd scale. So it's just kind of sitting out of the way right now. Hey, there's Bo Jess. Someone was talking about him. All right. There's some. I don't know if you guys can see this stuff.
LOD. Yep.
LOD.
Yeah.
Arza. He'll
Yeah,
be on
that's
next
them,
week.
that's that camera crew. I don't know if you ever seen his camera crew.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just thought that was so cool. I had to have that.
Came with the Zorro set, I think.
Yeah, yeah. And I got some other things hanging here. So
Ninja.
Nakamura's Ninja Clan. So that's from Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
I was wondering.
Yeah. And then these are all my German figures. They're mostly 130, 132nd scale.
So you do a combination of leaving them painted or unpainted or both?
Anything I'm really going to use, like setting up and taking down, I'm going to paint. But I have a lot of figures that aren't painted that are in it that I use for the play sets.
Yeah.
So, like, let me get in on these airborne. Like a lot of these I painted. I mean, you could probably, these are some Spear figures right there.
Yeah.
Some Britons, Conte, First Legion are in there. But I painted a lot of those. And I did a lot of conversions too. Sorry.
Now, when you do your conversions, do you use hot iron or how do you cut them?
Well, I just cut with an X-Acto knife. And
Oh, okay. And you use
you
wire to hold them together or no?
Sometimes, yeah. You just got to kind of experiment with, what's going to hold the best. What kind of glues you want to use and things like that.
Joe Baker wants to know what scale are the trains. You said they are true 132nd?
They're 130, 132nd. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, most of the figures that are normally on this shelf are on the layout. So it's kind of there. There's some of them Conte paratroopers.
Yeah.
With the, coming down.
How often you change your layout?
All the time.
I mean,
like after today, I'll probably change that out.
How long has it been up? A month?
No, I just put that up the other day just for this
Oh,
show.
really? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these are some 3D printed Cromwells I got.
Oh.
So
I thought they were the BNC CTS ones.
No. And I'm working on some British Airborne because I'm going to do I want to do a Pegasus bridge layout. So I'm probably going to have to build a Pegasus bridge to do it. So, yeah. And then up here, I got I got a couple of them 21st century airplanes still in the box.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll trade you one of them, Joe, for that Lewis Center. And then these are just the boxes I use for my extra figures. I have a box of German and a box of American. And then I have these play sets over here.
Yeah.
So now the bottom one I made. So the D-Day play set, obviously. So and
Are those
I have a
custom?
bunch. What's that?
Are those all custom? Kelly's Heroes?
Well, the boxes are from the little toy maker on eBay. But yeah,
he's on eBay, man.
Yeah.
I got about 6 of his boxes I'm going to be selling.
But yeah, I added everything in them. I just made them up myself. So.
Oh, okay. Is it the same
I would,
on those movie boxes?
I just didn't have
What'd
room.
you say, Rick?
Are the movie boxes, those are customs too, the King Kong and them?
Yeah. He'll make anything you want, man.
Yeah, them are from the same guy. Yeah.
And then did you put figures in those?
Yeah. Everything's got figures in it. Like the Blob one there.
Yeah.
I made like the what do you call it? The little cafe that they're in, and the Blob kind of covers it. There's a cafe in there.
Yeah.
And all the figures and the Blob itself. What I think I'll do maybe later after I clean up this layout, I'll lay them out, take pictures, and post them on Facebook.
What figure did you use for King Kong?
When the movie Skull Island came out a couple years back, Walmart had a King Kong figure, tall one. I don't know, it's probably about 20 inches tall.
Yeah.
And I got that particular figure in there. So
nice. That's cool.
And they're all in one second scale. Everything's in 130.
The 20-inch one, that looks pretty good for 132nd scale then, right?
Which, the King Kong?
Yeah, that probably goes good with the 132nd, right?
Oh yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, I have a few of those.
Pictures up. So yeah, so I really like them play sets, but yeah,
Yeah, those are
I'm just
cool.
running out of room.
The Thing is neat. That's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, I built a forced perspective building to go behind it when I set it up.
Yeah,
So it looks
awesome.
it looks like it's outside. It's really cool. They got a lot of different figures in there too.
Yeah,
You'd be surprised that you can find on Etsy about the Thing that you can have 3D printed.
yep,
So it's
yep.
pretty
Neat.
fun. All right, so that's going to be a 1-to-1 scale Panzerfaust I got. So.
That 3D printed?
Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, the guy 3D printed it for me. Well, I think I got it on Etsy.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. So, all right. There's another Conte hedgerow.
Yeah, it's a Conte piece there. Yeah.
Yeah, and a little wall next to it. That's Conte. And that's a farm that I built. Foam board again. So.
Those are beautiful.
These are some 3D figures, 3D stuff I got that I haven't painted yet. But,
got another question from Joe Baker. He wants to know, what did you use for the oddball figure in Kelly's Heroes?
Hey, Joe, I used some Spirit tankers for now, but Spirit offers an actual figure that looks like oddball that I'm going to be getting. I'm going to have to order. So I'll get a couple of those. All right. So where are we at?
Are those mech suits? What are those up there?
Oh,
yeah, right there. Yeah.
You had a guy on a couple of weeks ago that was working on one of these, and I contacted him, and I asked him, where he got them and stuff and what they were, and he told me, and I went to my local hobby shop and I got a couple of them. So
cool.
Yeah, I thought I'd have some fun with it. I repainted them. I had some little American flags on it. And
very cool.
Yeah, I was having fun with it. So here are these are 21st century Shermans here. So there's my oddball Sherman. I always have oddball on every scale.
What's next there with the wheels? Is that Matilda? Is that
that's a mine roller.
Yeah. Who made that?
Well, I made it. I converted it. So actually a 1/35th scale kit.
Oh, really? Wow.
I converted it to fit on there. You can't really see it too well, but
no, it looks good.
It looks pretty good. Came out nice. And there's Mo and Whiskey to go with oddball.
Yeah.
This particular Sherman here is the Zippo Sherman, flamethrower Sherman.
Yep.
So they made a few, but I don't know if they ever saw any action. To be honest with you. And I got to have my recovery vehicle. And then they're all 130. They're all 21st century toys conversions. So
okay.
And some other stuff up there, mostly 21st century toys. I don't have too many Forces of Valor tanks. I have one. I think I have right there, the Yog Tiger or Yog Panther.
Yep.
That's Force of Valor. So, yeah. And then, a lot of these things you're seeing are 3D printed too.
Oh, wow.
Like most of them right there, them are all 3D printed.
And then you paint them?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I painted them. So
that's all airbrushed?
Yep.
Yeah, yep. Nice job.
And then I'm working on these German wagons. So I got 2 of them there. So there's the other one back there. And then workbench.
Yeah, I gotta have one of those.
You guys see this okay?
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so I just got this. This was 3D printed.
Wow.
Wow.
Elephant tank. So 1/30 scale on that.
Etsy?
Pardon me?
Is that an Etsy thing, or is that eBay, or?
No, I got this right directly from the printer. I don't know. Can I say his name? I mean, can I say that?
Of course.
Miniaturetanks.com.
Okay.
Whatever they got.
Tonight's show is sponsored by miniaturetanks.com.
Yeah, he'll print anything he's got in whatever scale he wants. So, yeah, and he printed this Opel Blitz truck here, or bus. Sorry, get a little light on it. There you go.
Oh, that's nice.
So I painted, and that's in 1/32. These are them are some 1/32 figures. So you did a nice job on them. So I'm currently painting a couple figures. So
does he have bases on those, or do you put the bases on?
Well, no, this figure is a plastic platoon.
Yeah.
And,
no, the 3D.
This is the Mars 3D printed.
Oh, that's Mars. Okay.
Yeah, and they are a little bit bigger than his normal plastic ones, so they go real well with everything else. This is a conversion I did. German soldier carrying his wounded buddy.
Nice.
Them are both Conte figures. I know it's probably a mortal sin to cut up Conte now, but back then I had tons of them. So, and last thing here, that's for my granddaughter. She wanted a half track and wanted it pink. So I had him print me one and I spray painted it pink for her.
There you go.
So yeah. Anyway, that's about it. Unless there's anything else you want me to focus on.
Does the train work?
Yeah, it runs.
Does it?
I can't run it. It'd be way too loud. It's really loud. And it'd take me a few minutes to set up and clear the tracks. Crap that's all over the place. All right, let me set my iPad down here. Anyway, that's my Gondry Cafe.
Yeah.
Again. Yeah.
So who are the civilians there? Are they 3D printed or is that?
No. This particular guy is like I can't think of who makes him, but he's metal, hollow cast metal. So, and you see them on eBay all the time for sale. They're pretty cheap. So I got one and repainted them. This guy is a King and Country one. They just came out with last year. They came out with a whole set of civilians.
Okay.
Yeah, which I got most of them, but not all of them. This particular figure here, that's a Crown Prince figure. Here, let me see if I can get that closer. So that's Crown Prince. I have a few of their figures. I really like their figures, but you got to be patient when you order their figures because it takes a long time to get them. So.
Joe Baker got another question for you. Do you have any wrecked cars for setups?
Wrecked ones, no, but I have some. I do have some. I have a bunch of cars. Here, sorry, I'm off camera for a second.
Oh yeah, look at that.
That's 3D printed. So,
wow.
And I painted it up. Yeah, he does really good work. So
you're not a purist then. You're kind of like John here. You combine metal with plastic, painted with not painted. You're not. You just make whatever you. When you do your dioramas, you just put together what you feel goes together, right?
Whatever works.
Yeah. But I do try to, I always keep the same theme, World War II. That's just me. I'll use metal with plastic, but everything I use is painted. When I use a layout, I paint them. But also what I try to avoid is anything double. I don't have any doubles on this whole layout. There's no 2 of 1 figure on there.
Oh, wow.
So I try to keep everything different on it.
And the plane behind you, I don't think, did you cover that? Is that another?
I'm sorry. No, I made that. That's a Waco glider. Oh, let me turn my
glider.
On.
Yeah.
All right. So I made that out of wood. It's a Waco glider in 1/32 scale.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
I keep asking whenever I'm on a show or if I can chime in on something. How about a Waco glider in 1/32 scale?
Yeah, right. Somebody's got to come up with one.
Right? You figure someone would by now. And that's a Guillo's 1/32 scale C-47. Guillo's makes some flyable airplanes you have to put together made out of balsa wood.
Really?
Yeah. I got another one in the box still. I want 2 of them hanging up here.
Are they still in production or no?
Yeah, you can get them.
I'm going to have to write that down because I've been looking for one forever. What's the company name again?
Guillo. Guillows, I believe.
And that is 1/32 scale. So I could have my Marks guys jumping out of that.
Yeah. So yeah, they're 132nd. And
Very
then
cool.
that's another Waco glider. That's by Willows also. That one's a little bigger though. That's more 128 scale.
Okay.
But I figure it's going to be hanging from the ceiling. Who cares?
Yeah. Right.
And it looks good up there.
Yeah.
And then I have two of the Horsa gliders by Bronco again, I think, in 135th scale. There's one, and there's the other one over there.
They were British, right? Or no?
Yeah. Americans used them too, but yeah, they were primarily British airborne troops. Like in The Longest Day.
Yeah.
See them right at the beginning when it lands by Pegasus Bridge, which those will be in when I do that.
Very nice.
Get my camera turned around again. There we go. All right.
So when you're making your homemade stuff, do you do scenery as well, or just buildings?
Mostly buildings. Yeah, it's kind of hard to make scenery. I mean, I don't know how to make trees. I have some of the new trees from Lod that were Barzos that he bought.
Yeah.
So I have what 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of those trees and the Conte hedgerows. Yeah, I have a bunch of brick walls too. So, you know what's great is around Christmas time when everyone comes out with their little Christmas village figures and stuff.
Oh,
You know, they
yeah.
always have accessories. You know, so
Heck
I always,
yeah, man. That's-
whenever I go to a store during Christmas, I look at every time I check them out, see what I can use. I always find something.
I think I have more of those rolled brick paths and stone paths.
Yeah.
than-
Yeah. Yeah. You know, if I have to repaint it, I'm okay with that. If I can use it, I'll use it. So, and
Nice.
that's another thing. Like them companies that make all them Christmas figures and stuff, Lemax and Department 57. I think there's a couple more. I think if they would, you know, just do a run of the plain civilians, you know, of whatever era.
Yeah.
You know, I think they would sell them things out quick because I'd buy a ton of them. I know that.
Sure.
You know, because we need more civilians. Civilians, refugees.
They always do the Christmas time, though, you know? They just need to do generic. Yeah.
Yeah, just make some generic figures. I don't need them holding a Christmas gift or wreath or something. But that's okay. I mean, I can make them work either way. I do have a few conversions from them. So,
Dude, now I'm going to be on the lookout for that plane now. Shit.
well, you know, I only got like 3 or 4 hobby shops left in Michigan, right? And every one of them have that airplane.
Oh, really?
Plane. So
should be easy to find then.
Yeah, right.
yeah, it was fun to build. Let me tell you, it was an experience because that was the first time I ever built anything.
You know what to get me for Christmas now, Stacy? Okay.
No, absolutely nothing. That's what I get you.
You were just asking me, what can I get you for Christmas this year? No.
Yeah.
Send it to him for free.
Yeah, sure. I'll make sure I jump right on that.
Stacy, Padre.
Speaking of sending stuff in the mail, I sent a package, no shit, from my house to Williamsburg, which is literally, you know, a half hour up the road. Somebody bought a Ford Apache from me. $49 to mail that fucker, man.
Yeah,
I could have drove it there cheaper and dropped it off, man. When did the Postal Service get more expensive than FedEx? And
You need to go to pirateship.com. It's
that
free.
just sounds too sketchy.
No,
to me.
it's
Pirate Ship.
Pirateship.com. It's a free account, and they will give you the cheapest shipping. That includes UPS, United States Postal Service, FedEx, DHL. They cover them all.
Do they come pick it up, or do you drop it off somewhere, or what?
You can schedule for a pickup from there. They'll give you tracking numbers. You print
some homeless guy comes and takes my package, and then what?
Porch pirate.
Porch pirate. That's what it is. Porch pirate is what it is.
That's what he says on his thing. Pirate ship, porch pirate.
Patrick,
No,
I have a
it actually
question.
works. It actually works. I've had a lot of stuff shipped from my friend John Atherton of Formtech and Atherton Scenics. He used as a pirate ship quite a bit when he
I
shipped.
use it all the time. I ship out 5-6 packages a day.
I'm gonna have to try it next time because this is getting expensive, man. I'm losing money.
Yeah, and you're going to learn that UPS is going to be cheaper than United States Postal Service.
Yeah.
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 And
Got another
have
question
an
here from
account.
Joe Baker, Patrick.
Yeah, what's my favorite piece in my collection? Well, I tell you what, I got this figure. It's maybe not my favorite, but it's one of my favorite. It's by Del Prado.
Mm.
It's a medic from the 94th Infantry Division, and that's the division my father was in
Oh,
in
no.
World War II.
Very cool.
I thought that was really something that they offered a figure with the, of that division.
They
That's
come
probably one
painted?
of my top 10. Yeah, it came painted.
Yeah.
So, but I detailed it up a little bit.
That's what I was going to ask you: is what service, what branch was your dad in?
He was in the Army.
Yeah.
The 94th Infantry Division.
Yeah.
So he was
My
under
dad
Patton.
my dad was in the 5th Division.
Okay.
Yeah, towards the end of the war. Yeah. Did
Yep.
you? So your dad saw action?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
he didn't, like probably most veterans, he didn't speak of it very often.
Yeah. Right.
But when there was a war movie on, we would be watching that war movie. And he had a thing for Hogan's Heroes. He loved Hogan's Heroes.
Oh, did he? Huh? That's
So,
interesting.
yeah, I think it was because of the way they made fun of the Nazis. So,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Well, you touched on 3D printing earlier. What are your thoughts with 3D printing now?
Oh,
It's so
I love
popular.
it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So you're not anti, you're not traditional Marx collector guy.
Well, yeah, no, if like, I hate buying doubles of figures,
Yeah.
So when 3D printing came along, they're offering figures at like, wow, where do I need these figures. I love the 3D printed stuff you can get and whatever's coming out. And hopefully someone will, 132nd Waco glider, please. So
There you go.
and yeah, I love it. So
Yeah.
like my mouse tank over there, the one on the flat car, that was my first 3D printed thing that I got. And yeah, I just fell in love with them. And I did a lot of work on that though. That was pretty rough 3D print, but I cleaned it up pretty well.
I know. I mean, I have that Monday night show with the G.I. Joe guys, and we got the traditional guys that never mix vintage stuff with 3D. You just don't do that.
Well,
and then we got other guys, like Rick and these guys. It's like, hey, man, if it's a toy, it's still a toy.
If it works for you, why not?
Yeah.
Well,
and I'm not going to spend 150
I
bucks. I'm not going to spend 150 bucks on this little gun just to make it vintage when I could 3D print one for $5. You know what I mean? It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. I mean, to each his own. I love them. I use them all. I love them all.
Well, Joe Baker said he wants to come to your house and play. So,
all right, Joe.
Want to know when the play date is?
Gonna have to be
all
on
be
a
there,
weekend
Michigan.
because I work during the week. So. Joe.
You said it's something about John Atherton too. I'm secretly working on something with John Atherton right now, and we're gonna have him on the show right before I go to Gettysburg because we got something special that we're doing for just the Gettysburg Toy Soldier Show, actually. So
Awesome.
that's as much detail as I can give you right now. So
When is the Gettysburg show?
May 4th. May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you. Yeah.
May the 4th be with you.
Yep.
So May 4th. So the week before that, he's gonna be on the show, and we're gonna show everybody something new.
Well, I love some of the stuff he has, though. Atherton scenic stuff.
Yeah.
Some of the buildings and some of the
And it's affordable.
formations
It's
and the
affordable
bunkers.
too. It's still not, it's
Yeah.
no huge,
No, it's most of my collection. I want to say 75% of my buildings are from John.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was the first person. I think one of the first people that I contacted when I started collecting with the buildings and everything. And man, he's he came through like almost everything. I got at least a piece of his in every diorama that I've ever done. So yeah.
Well, we got something special coming out. So give us about 4 weeks and we're gonna reveal it. So
I look forward to that.
Yeah.
I'll call him and find out what it is. I
Nope.
won't say anything. I won't say anything.
He's sworn to secrecy, and the kicker is he's not selling it other than you have to get it through me because it's going to be an exclusive piece. So people can't say, "Well, I'm just going to buy that piece." They're not going to have it.
No. Yeah. Well, I make most of my buildings, but
yeah,
if there's something that'll work that I think I can use, I'll buy it and paint it.
I was just going to ask you: do you rather paint your stuff, or do you rather get it painted?
No, I like to paint it. Yeah. It's therapeutic.
Yeah.
So I get a lot out of it. And then
Do you
I
paint
learn a
custom
lot.
stuff on it, or do you just paint it like as to just to match like what it should be?
No, I just do my own thing when it comes to like the Gondry Cafe, by Pegasus Bridger. I did try to paint that up like the actual building itself, because I was representing something that actually exists, that still exists today.
Mhm.
So that building is still there, and so I wanted it to be close to accurate. One thing I did build. Let me turn my camera around here again, if you guys don't mind. Is that okay?
No, you,
Yeah.
dude.
All right. So you see that little building in the back there?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
guard thing or whatever.
Well, I'm not sure what that building is, but
Looks like a guard shack.
I think it's more of maybe a bathhouse or something.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure, but it goes with that church in St. Mary Glees.
Oh.
There's a few photos that show that building. They show the church, and you see the building right there. The building doesn't exist anymore today, but I got as many photos as I could, and I replicated that building.
It's the parsonage for the church. That's where
I don't know what it is.
That's what it is.
It's a what?
It's the parsonage for the church.
Oh,
It's where the preacher or the pastor goes to stay. That's his
okay.
residence.
All right.
parsonage.
All right.
That's possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably what it is.
I don't
So,
know.
Patrick, where
Yes.
can we see photographs of your stuff on Facebook?
Where?
Yeah, like what groups are you in, or
I don't really put anything on my own page. I put it on a lot of other pages though. That what is it? Toy Soldier Photography.
oh, you're in there? Okay.
Yeah, big 1/32
yeah.
Scale toy soldier with I don't know if you guys are familiar with Martin Cordova.
I'm on that
Yeah,
page.
yeah.
Yeah, Battle Scene Productions. Boy, there's a whole slew of 1/32 scale toy soldier pages, and I try to put something on each of those pages. So,
Do you offer services to anybody else to do stuff? Painting?
oh, you mean to build stuff for them and
Yeah.
paint them? No,
Okay.
not really. I had a couple items that this one guy wanted. He wanted me to make them for him, but if I'm making it for myself, it could take me months to
Sure.
finish a project. But if I got to build something for someone else, I'm going to screw it up. I just don't think I could get through it without screwing it up somehow. So he wanted me to make him some stuff, but I said, no, I won't make you nothing, but I'll sell you what I got, and I'll remake it for myself, which I did. So, are you guys familiar with Alex Credito from Battle
Yes.
Scene Productions? Yeah.
Yeah,
He's got some of my items. So
When you were a kid growing up, did you have toy soldiers? I mean, was that what you continued in this? What was your favorite when you were a kid? Did you have a favorite set, or was it just Timmy toys?
I had a lot of Timmy toys. Yeah. So I still have Timmy toys. Who doesn't?
Yeah.
But I always remember when I think back to when I was little. Do you remember them little in the comic books? You used to be able to order the little toy.
Oh, the flats.
Stuff.
The flats.
Well,
yeah.
Well, they weren't all flats. I had them flats, but they also had little plastic figures that came with a plastic, play mat with this landscape on it and stuff. And I always remember them figures, and if I knew what they were, I'd try searching for them just to have them, just sitting on the shelf.
Huh.
So yeah, but I always had toy soldiers since I was a little kid.
But you weren't a Marks. Did you have Marks when you were?
I had Marks, but I didn't have play sets or anything. My friends had play sets, so we would play with his stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I had the Guns of Navarone for sure, and then I had.
I never had
a Ford. Everybody had a Ford Apache back then.
Yeah, my buddy. I remember his Ford Apache. We used to play with his Ford Apache.
Yep.
So, yeah, good times.
What is Martin's group? Joe Baker wants to know. What is that?
He's on Battle Scene Productions, and I believe he's part of Toy Soldier Photography too.
Yeah, maybe a couple more actually. I see him quite often.
He's always popping up. Like Richard Conte, all of a sudden you'll see him leave a post for something. It's rare, but he does.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I try to reply to his comment, but he never replies back.
Dude,
The last comment I remember was like, would anybody be interested if I re-release the longest day stuff, the longest day buildings or something? What would the interest be? So I think a lot of people, replied and said yes, please.
I think I remember that, but also in today's market, that thing would probably be a fortune though.
I know.
sure. Yeah.
Especially if you re-release that church.
Yeah.
I mean, do a
Anybody-
limited run of like 100 of them, if that, and see if
Anybody have any idea how much that would go for?
the new church
Any
or
guess?
the
Yeah,
original church.
If you were to re-release it, or
Oh God, it'd have to be several hundred anyway.
well, yeah.
So
Then another 100 to mail it.
yeah, another 100, and probably 2 boxes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Probably.
So, well, hey man, it was great getting you on. I'm glad you finally made
it's
it.
great
and,
to be here.
dude. Anytime you want to come on, like I said, John's here. John's a regular now on the week. So,
Well, can
and
I be in
Tuesday-
the panel?
yeah,
Absolutely.
I'll leave.
Not every week. I don't want to take it away from
Stacy's looking to
here.
tap out anytime. He doesn't know shit. So.
Just say it.
And
I
like
got
I said,
one.
next
go.
week we got Ken Syak on from LOD Toys.
Yeah,
So,
good. I want
that might be a good one for you to jump in and help out with. So, yeah. But hey,
Sure.
thanks for coming on. Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you,
Hey, I
Patrick.
appreciate you guys letting me come.
And not as scary as you thought it was, right? I mean,
No,
See?
no,
It was easy.
Yeah,
See?
yeah.
I tell
was just
people-
a little nervous.
Every time
So-
people contact me or I contact them and they're like, no, I don't want to come on. No, I don't want to download stuff. No, I don't want. I'm like, dude, you don't download it. I just give you a link and you just come on. Yeah, it's easier. No, I don't want shit coming on my computer. And I'm like, oh man, it's like,
I wish I could have sent you some pictures because I have some stuff that I got packed away, and I have pictures of it, but I wasn't sure how to do that.
nah, it's all good.
Patrick,
I'd
there's
probably
your,
send it through Messenger.
there's your answer to what you're looking for.
comic-
Mark says Helen of
Yeah.
Troy, HO scale troops.
Helen of Toy, yeah. HO
Helen
scale.
of Toy. Yep.
What was that? Was that one of the comic?
That was
book
that was the company, Helen of Toy.
Yeah.
toys? Helen of
Was that what
Troy.
you had?
I have no idea. I was a little kid. But yeah, maybe.
Toy.
I'll look at it. I'll look at it and
Yeah,
I'll
well,
see
now
if I
you can
find
Google it and
pictures
try to
of it
find out.
online. And,
Yeah.
so,
Maybe that's when it'll show up.
Cool.
yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I would love to have that set. So
Right on. All right, guys. Well, again, LOD Toys is going to be on next week. Ken Syak on Tuesday. Don't forget, Monday night is our G.I. Joe show. So join us on Mondays at 8 p.m. Once again, Patrick, I want to thank you for being on the show. And don't be a stranger, man. If you want to be on the panel,
no,
you're
I'm
in
here.
now. You're in
I
like
love
Flynn,
it.
brother.
It was great. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for commenting.
you,
and
Patrick.
everything.
We still got 20 people in the chat room chatting away over here. So
All right.
Hey, they like you
I wish
better
I
than
could've
me,
read
so I can leave.
oh, stop.
Oh boy.
All right, man. You guys have a great week. Take care.
All right.
You too,
Yeah.
guys.
See you guys.
Bye.